Okay, so I am going to be talking about Trello. Trello is a very good collaboration tool. It's like a project management tool. So if you have your students and they're doing like some sort of a project that's going to take several days or maybe a couple weeks, this would be a really good tool for them to work together. They can collaborate so that when they're away from each other, they can be working on their tasks. And so great for high school, but also I'll show you that it's also good for small kids as well. Okay, so I signed up for, this is me, Earth and Space Science. And so this is kind of like I think they call it like my workspace. And I can invite my students also to my workspace. And then they can go ahead and start a board. So right down here, they can come in into Earth and Space Science that I can, send them a link and invite them to, and then they can create a new board. So let's walk through that process. If they create a new board, they can give it a title. For this, let's pretend we're doing a plate tectonics presentation. They can pick what color they want. I'll just pick this. And then, or they can start with a template if they want. And I'm just going to create a board. So here's my board. And then what you do is you basically create lists. And it really reminds me of like Post-it notes kind of thing. But this is sort of like this is what we're doing. This is what so it's like, this is what we have to do, this is what we are doing, and this is what is done. So if I just say do, so that the kids can say, okay, what is something that we need to do in order to get this project done? And so they can do that. And so then I can say doing. So that's something that once somebody picks a task off the do list, they can then slide it over and say, okay, I am doing this. And then over here, this is maybe done. And so then they can be working on that. Oh, done. Okay, so now, let's say enter. Okay, so now I've got my 3 cards, my doing, my do, my doing, and done. So let's say over here, or I've got my lists. So let's say over here, I want to add a card, and we need to have somebody maybe research, I don't know, divergent boundaries. And then somebody is going to be doing something else, and somebody is, enter a title. Okay, let's just say graphics. And then let's say that somebody needs to go ahead and, I don't know, find a community member. I don't know why you would need to do that, but let's just say that we want to do that. Okay, so now that you've got these tasks, these to-do things, you can go ahead and assign somebody in your group. So once they kind of brainstorm and they figure out all the things that need to be done for their specific project, then they can go ahead and they can edit it. And so they can edit the labels. And let's just say Beth is going to be working on this, and Beth wants to be purple. So you're going to go ahead and give Beth purple, and that's going to be that. Close that. Let's just say you want to assign this to somebody. You can assign this to a specific member. I only have me as the board member. So you can invite. Let's stop that. And let me get out of here. So over here on the invite, they can invite, if they're all sitting around so that everybody's got access to it. You can go ahead and type in other people's emails, and then everybody will have access to it. So it can be one person kind of setting it up, or one person can open it, invite a bunch of people, and then you can have multiple people working on this at the same time. So then once you have everybody invited, now you can go over and you can assign each one of these tasks to somebody, and they can have their own color attached to it. You can also go ahead and edit the dates. So let's say Beth needs to go ahead and research the divergent boundaries. It's Friday, and you want to make sure that she is done by Monday. Oops. So let's say the start date is today, and then the due date has to be by Monday, and she has to get it done by first period. And so whatever time that is has to be done. And then Beth can even set a reminder for herself, just in case, maybe over the weekend she's forgotten, and she can get a reminder sent to her. So that's really great there. Okay, so then what you can do, let's say Beth has worked on it and she's like, you know what, I'm at home. Oops, get rid of that. I'm at home. I'm going to work on it. So she is now pulling it over to the do so that everybody in her group knows Beth is currently working on this. And Beth, if Beth has a little photo, Beth's picture will be right down here in the side. Also, Beth can be working on this. If she clicks on it, she can add a comment and she can say, hey guys, I thought about blah, 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 blah. She can, I think, yeah, you can even record a little video on this. She could say, hey, when I was researching, I found this great article. Everybody should read it, and whatnot. So she can go ahead and get in there and add what she needs to on that will help her with her task. And then if Beth is done, Beth can come over here and say, I'm done, so that everybody kind of knows where Beth is along the process. So go, Beth. I think that this is really great. I think it's easy. It's free, so the kids can get in here. And it's not just for high school students. When I was looking up some information, I want to show you this really adorable video that I saw. This dad is using this Trello in order to teach his students, or his children rather, about this concept of Scrum. Scrum is like the new kind of project manager stuff. And what he's done is he's given his kids tasks. And so he set up his board so that they have their daily chores. And so they pick out their daily chores, and you can put the picture of the kid on it, their child, and then they know what they need to do, and they pull it over and say, I'm currently doing it, and then they pull it over to the done when they are finished with it. So it's not just for high school. You can also use it for lots of different ages. So that's it. That's Trello. It's extremely collaborative because everybody can be sharing. Everybody's able to see, who's working on what, when they're doing their work, set up the deadlines. It's just kind of a great collaboration and a great project management tool.